And now I've disappeared. Why? What is causing this? What causes this suddenly for no reason? Good morning, bedbreads and sleepyheads. One moment while I try to figure out what in the 9 hex is causing a Vinyan to do this. This is the second time this has happened. First it was the collab. Excuse me, everyone. For those who are curious about where I've been for like a week and a half, I have been bedridden. It's been really cool. It's been neat as heck. Oh. Okay, so that model specifically. This is a new thing that I am not ready to deal with at the if you could hear that I've got the cough. What in the heck is happening? Okay, it looks like I might just have to not use Vinyan today, because it looks like Vinyan is broken. For some reason, Vinyan is really, really broken. Also, first of all, congratulations to Nyla, to Brian, and to Not the Big Buff for first, second, and third, respectfully. One moment, please, while I maybe figure this out. It has to be that one model specifically that's broken. We're gonna see if I stick around. No. Okay, Vinyan is completely fucked. Got it. And I don't know why. And I have no idea how to fix it. So that just have to do this then and hope that that works. You don't have to show the other ones there, Buckaroo. Ah, on the fly fixing things. My favorite. Cool, and you don't work either. This is exactly how you want to come back to this, right? Just everything broken. I just want to frickin' get some words out, but no, heaven forbid. We must always start with scuff. That one specifically, please and thank you. Okay, well, OBS, you're the problem at this point. Because my thing works. Exactly the same code. Why? Just why? Give me a second. Okay, and now it's... Okay, of course, now both are working. That we don't... I don't understand. I do not understand. I do not understand why my character just disappears. Alright, well then we're like this for the rest of the stream. Fuck you, Vinyan. Wait. What? Okay, I know what happened to my character, but I don't know why. Oh lord, where in the 9 hex would I even look for that? Okay, well, that's the end of that, because I don't know how to fix that at all. For some reason, my model goes into a sitting position for no reason. I think I figured. Also, how's everybody doing today? I hope that everybody's doing well. Pardon the, Ignis, you could not have come at a worse time. But hello, Ignis. Thank you so much for the raid. How's everybody doing? Hello, Luke. One moment while I desperately try to figure out how this got set up. Do it again? Can't tell. I'm sorry. I'm in like straight double. I'm straight troubleshooting at the moment. Hello, Lucy. How are you? I hope that everybody is doing well. Welcome, welcome. How was your Resident Evil stream, Ignis? I hope that you had fun. Okay, you aren't changing now. So I fixed it? Maybe? It looks like I fixed it. Excuse me. Well, welcome, Raiders. For those who don't know, my name is Will Sleep Snot. You may call me... I don't know why I'm going down that road. It's like, no! I have a new thing now. Welcome, Raiders. For those who don't know, my name is Will Sleep Snot. Welcome to the Sleepy Bread Clubhouse, where we play a variety of games, and on Saturdays, we sometimes try to do art. If that sounds appealing to you, well, by all means, get cozy, get comfy, sit back, relax, and if not, thanks so much for coming. Bye, and hope that you have a great rest of your day. Ignis! How was Resident Evil Revelations 2? You were getting upset about a girl hitting somebody with bricks. That's a thing that I remember. I'm so... What is happening? What is happening right now? And hello, Charles Darles. Thank you very much for the follow. Here are the Raiders for... I'm so confused. What is happening today? Is everything broken for everybody? Also, Cobalt, thank you for stretching the hydrate, by the way. I did see it. I'm sorry. I just got really hyperfixated on needing to fixing something. Got raided after I ended. So you were able to raid me a second time? I'm not re-shouting you out, Ignis. I'm not doing it. I will not do it. You get one. Everyone gets one. Scammed. I know. I'm being the meanest boy right now. I can't help it. I'm still recovering from a sickness. Right, hold on. I can do that. Also, Avatar, thank you for the shout out earlier. Look, it's my first day back. I have been bedridden for a week and a half. Oh, please. I can do a shout out though, if it will let me. There we go. Woo, Path of Exile. I think I did it. Also, we should probably have music in the background. Wow, that's really loud. Maybe I shouldn't have gone there when it was really loud. Let's just click this button really quickly. Although, wait. Oh, that was throat singing. Dang. Dang, hope you're doing better. Well, thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had a sore throat. This is just a lingering cough. I'm basically back to a hundo besides the lingering cough. And hello, Artificer. How are you? I got what I thought was just a sore throat when I joined Ignis 2 Sundays ago for her stream. And then the next day, I went to go for a hospital checkup due to a different thing. And doctor's like, yeah, you've got like inflamed lymph nodes and you're going to be real sick for a while. So just take it on the chin, bud. Lots of water and lots of sleep. So I basically slept for a week. And that really sucked. It's really shitty when you want to do things and you're bedridden because you're like, I want to do things. Like, I want to go do things, but I can't do things because I want to just, or rather, I physically can't. Like, I would get up and be like, no, I'm fine. I just slept 12 hours, you know? Like, I freaking died. Like, borderline dying from, like, bodily fatigue, like, aches and pains, like, horrendous coughing, fever, like, fluctuations in body temperature, and I'd be like, no, I'm fine, I slept 12 hours, get up, get on the computer, like, try to work on something, and, like, 45 minutes later, be like as exhausted as I was, just like, are you? Oh. Him? Okay, that's not good. Better? Did you get it? Okay, we got it. There we go. So yeah, because of that, I would do like maybe like half an hour to 40 minutes of something and then would have to like crawl back into bed because like just the act of being on the computer for a few minutes would just exhaust me and I'd sleep for another 6 hours. Like, no exaggeration, the like last week from basically Monday to about Saturday, I was essentially unconscious for probably about 12 to 16 hours a day. Like, it was bad. And then you hit those moments with sickness where you're so overslept that you can't sleep, but you're sick, so you can't do anything, so you just lay there. It's one of those moments. Where you feel, and thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I still need to do the stretch, Cobalt. Don't worry, I got it in the back of my noggin. It's one of those moments where you feel claustrophobia in a physical room, and thank you for the headpats. Like where you're in an open room and you feel the claustrophobia because you're like stuck, like you can't get up because you'll just impede all progress that you've done in terms of recovering from a sickness. But you want to get up because you've slept for 12 to 16 hours. And it just becomes this weird situation where you're just trapped It's a very strange sensation, and I only get sick probably about like truly sick, maybe like once a year. Oh, are you going for? Ooh, is that what you were going for, Avatar? And hello, Lieutenant Imperial. Thank you for stopping by. That's the one nice thing about still having the phlegm in the back of the throat, is you can do the a lot easier, because you're just like, well, you got the phlegm back there. It helps the throat vibrate in a very particular way. Followed by the gutter. It's important. Audio Ignis. You, as a person who consumes a frick ton of music, know that Down with the Sickness starts with the music, and then it goes, ooh, ah, ah, ah. And then you drop into the very quiet, but it's in like a high key, so it's like cheerful. And then you know the song actually starts when the guttural part starts. The song's very juxtaposed. Look, I'm still shocked by the fact that midway through Down with the Sickness, his mom came in and started beating him up during the performance, and they left that in. That's weird. I think that's weird. Down with the Sickness as if the song was written by a dog. Ignis, did you even listen to the songs I sent you last night? You didn't. I know you didn't, because you didn't read any of my messages. Out here like, tell me about things. I can stay awake. 5 minutes later, no replies. Yep, they're unconscious. All right, I'm going to do the stretch. If anybody else would like to participate in the stretch, by all means do so. I'm definitely going to cough during this stretch, so fair warning. Yep, there it is. When I tilt my head back and stretch my neck and throat, I trigger a cough. It's been like that the whole time. It's weird. And we lean to our right. And we lean to left. Back. Oh. Roll our shoulders. And we tap our feet. Hey! Hey! Stop that. This is, you know what, this is all Ignis's fault, honestly. Just to be clear, the whole sickness started because of Ignis. I had a little melody in my head. And made the mistake of mentioning to Ignis, like, I got this weird little melody in my head. And Ignis is like, well, you have to do something with it. I'm like, no, I don't. It's just a silly little melody. And she's like, no, you have to do something with it. So I tried. And then I almost lost my voice. And then I got really, really sick. I still have it saved. What was the song? I Got You Under My Skin. Oh, no. Like, not the Big Boss. This is an original. I just had a couple of series of notes and words that just pop into my head sometimes. And I'm like, oh, that could make for a fun little song. And then I just promptly forget about it. But I made the mistake of mentioning it to Ignis, and Ignis was not willing to allow things to simply pass. It was very frustrating. And then I ended up singing it a bunch, trying to be like, well, how would this song go? It'd be kind of like this, maybe it'd be kind of like this. And then before I knew it, all of a sudden my throat was starting to get kind of sore and my voice was getting a bit raspy, and I'm like, this is all Ignis's fault. And then I got sick. I mean, real talk, I had the lymph node inflammation already 2 days prior to that. So, I suspect I got it from like a grocery store visit or something. That some knucklehead was already sick and was like, yeah, I can just smear my germs all over the bananas. Still Ignis's fault. Sinister Studios gets it. Luke has taken Ignis's side. The civil war is already forming in chat. We're breaking up between the two. Our war cries will be... Well, don't get near me, because I'm probably still contagious, but I'll make some kind of a sound from a concerned, from a reasonable distance, you know? Like, you guys will be over here. I'll be over here. That we have a good amount of distance, and that we don't have a moment of passing on the sick. Because I still don't know what I had. I think it was the flu, but it could have been the new strain of COVID, because apparently that one's less gut punchy, but how to say it? But easier to spread. I don't know what the variant is called. I'm just aware of it. In my head, I've said, oh, I'm out here like, how could this happen to me? Ignis made mistakes. I had nowhere to run. The song goes on, she won't let it go. Did you have trouble breathing? Luckily, no trouble breathing, but oh my god. Too much information, but the last like 3 days I've been basically coughing up like quail egg-sized globs of ugh. Which I think is good, you know? It means that the body's like, all right, we're done with that. Time to get rid of all of the phlegm. My phlegm levels are all off the charts. My 4 humors are out of balance. Too little blood. Too much phlegm. Oh, and don't get me started on my my black and yellow bile. Oh, goodness me. I'm being bullied by Ignis. And here I was just about to sing the little song so that you could hear what it was going to sound like. But instead, you're gonna go eat. So I guess I'm not gonna do that. My brother in phlegm. Oh yeah, how are you doing, by the way, Kobold? I hope that you're doing well. Someone clip it. Oh, I'm not gonna do it anymore, Ignis. You're gone. Perfect timing for me to start eating ice cream. Well, as long as it's not that freezer burned ice cream, Artificer, you'll be fine. I mean, I remember once... sitting in a room with people, and this was one of those moments again where I'm just like, I might be autistic. I'm not sure, but I might be autistic. Because peeps were just chatting, and someone made the comment about, because everybody was eating like a plate of spaghetti, and it's just like, let's not talk about anything weird because we're trying to eat spaghetti. And of course my brain's just like, well, maybe we should talk about Solarcy, because Solarcy's in here coming to say hello, and hello, Isaac. Hello, Solarcy. How is everybody doing today? Hold on. We must first... Oh, Avatar is on it. He's out here like card games on motorcycles. He's going. He's a pedal to the metal end. How are you, Solarcy? How was Metaphor? I hope that you had a good time. That cough is going to persist. I apologize. Also, Ignis, I don't remember what the lyrics are, so I guess you're just gonna have to not know. I tap 3 land and do a donut. I tap yeast, flour, and water, and I create a donut. Are you feeling better? I would say about 90% of the way there. I'm in the lingering cough state. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Which sucks, but is what is. The plot got good. Are you saying the plot was not good up until this point, Solarcy? Gross, that state sucks. Yeah, that's why I was a little hesitant about streaming today, because I know I'm going to be coughing a fair bit. But it's one of those just like, I can't really stop that. And I missed everybody, so I gotta be like, oh, hi. Oh my god, hi everybody, I missed you. I hope everybody's doing well. No, the plot just was like, just like really got good. Oh, like the plot's been solid, and then they just threw like a, oh shit moment at you. Like, oh, the dramatic. One might even say, it would, well, I think I just accidentally dodged. Would you say that it's this kind of a situation? I can't replicate that. I can't replicate that expression, unfortunately. One moment. Thing over here. We got that, we got that, we got that. Perfect. The plot got as thick as phlegm. Oh, and don't even get me start. I can't make another 4 humors joke. I can't make a humorism joke, despite the fact that it would be humorous. Got him. Fucking got him. I'm on my A game. I've had a week and a half of just laying in bed. All that I did was think about what kind of dumb jokes I could make. Also, Solarcy, if you need to go take care of yourself, please by all means do so. And Louds, hello, I hope that you're doing well. And Ignis, go eat. If you come back later, I'll look up the lyrics just for you and maybe do a small part of it, though. My voice is not quite back at 100%. It's mostly there. Gotta get ready for bed. Enjoy your getting ready for bed, Solarcy. Thank you again for the raid. Appreciate you sending your community in my direction. Oh, that's already. Oh, that's all right, Louds. That's all right. Is what it is. It did suck, mostly in the sense that I really wanted to do something for that week. But, you know, life throws you curveballs sometimes. It was probably for the better. I think the worst part is, and also have a good lurk, Cobalt. I think the worst part is when you're an insomniac and your body physically forces you to sleep for long periods of time. They've invented a 5th humor, Jello. More like Jell-O, because they created it in Boston. The Jello Wizard? Avatar, we don't talk about the Jello Wizard. Just simply pondering his name puts you in immense physical danger. At all times. The man's crazy. He'll do something. I was even gonna say Sinister. Sinister, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Going for a bike ride. Enjoy, not the big boss. Have yourself a great bike ride, my dude. I hope that you've been having lots recently. We've been having pretty good weather lately. Except we're gonna get hit by heat soon. Blech. One thing we can't ignore. I'm waiting for Ignis to come back and just, like, all I get is just, like, a gun emoji. It'll be like the, show us what's in the fridge. I just got a fax that says, show us what's in the fridge, and a furry pointing a gun at me. As much garden and house maintenance have been taking up too much of my time. Those are still good for the body, though, especially the gardening. Also, Project Zomboid. Oh no, we've lost him. He's been lost to the video games. There we go. I do want to get back into Project Zomboid. Reach a few. Actually, okay, I'm just gonna sit in this menu. I crashed my game. There we go. I'm going to sit in this menu for a little bit because I want to mention some things. Anybody here has not played the game Alters yet? At least look into it. That's the one game that I've been playing a little bit while I've been sick, between the sickness moments. That game is incredible. God damn. The Altars. It's really, really good. It is a game about a guy who crash lands onto a planet. All of the rest of the crew doesn't survive. And so he has to make altars of himself as part of the crew in order to survive. It has this really cool blend of like exploration, resource management, and like philosophical undertones of like the self and how different we are, how different we can be based on our choices. It's very, very good. I enjoy it immensely. I'm not quite done it yet. I just entered Act 3. And I'm like, I probably should have streamed it, but it's too late now. So it'll be a solo game for me. But it's really, really good. So he makes duplicates of himself. Yeah, but, and I don't want to go into like any heavy spoilers, but he makes duplicates of himself with different skill sets based on changes in his own timeline. There's like quantum physics and stuff involved. I think it's really good. The writing is very good. The gameplay I very much enjoyed. The, how to say it, this like hovering urgency that kind of lingers above you while you're playing. It's been very, very good. It is simultaneously like, like stay focused, bud. There's a timer, but also is forgiving enough that you can explore and have a good time with it. Anyway, there's my recommendation. The Altars. There you go, full stop. Recommend. And also recently, what is it? Formerly Zero Punctuation, now fully Ramblematic, put out a review on it. And he liked the game too, so I'm incredibly validated. Internet celebrity likes game I like, therefore opinion correct. Hands on hips. Looks down nose at all other peeps because they didn't get validated. Seriously though, good game, would recommend. Also, I'm gonna be real with you, I do not quite remember where we are in this particular game, which is why I'm like, I'm just gonna keep chatting for a bit first. And hold on, just to make sure that I spelled it. That's how you spell the game. The Altars. I accept this attack. It seems reasonable in comparison to what I was just speaking about. But still. I will not be silenced. Nah, you good, Louds. Please have yourself a good night, my dude. Absolutely fine. I'm gonna sit here and try to remember what we did in this game before. We escaped the asylum. Excuse me. I think that was our first stream. Our second stream, we made it to the mainland. Actually, if we open, yeah, we made it to the mainland, which was here. Cleared this place out, met that one boy. The clearly not a Fey merchant, wink. Did some exploration, went to the Lake of Blood, which was neat because we learned about all the druids, and I sat there with way too heavy of an inventory for a very long period of time, which I just realized we're standing in front of a merchant, so we're gonna have to definitely be selling some stuff to them. Oh, also, there was a structure right here, and there was a giant heck you bird thing on it. I remember the heck you bird, and then over here, right there, we fought, what was it, like No Fingers Jack? Whatever the heck his name was, and he kicked my ass a lot of times. I remember these things. These are things I remember. There were also undead things. Then I tried to find something in here. Couldn't, because it turns out I had accidentally left a mark and I thought that it was important rather than realizing that I had accidentally right-clicked. I remember that. And right, we were starting to head towards the ruined square, but I was like, no. How the hell do you wield a weapon without fingers? See, Luke, I was asking that too. As he brutally kicked the shit out of me. Like, I think we fought him 8 or 9 times. I don't even remember how I ended up beating him. I think just through, like, either 1, just pure luck, or 2, I don't know, I got good. One of the 2 was correct. But he didn't as much as they say his name was No Fingers, that dude definitely had fingers. Oh, there it is. His name was Fingerless Colm. That dude absolutely elbow dropped me for like a solid, I don't know how long we were on that thing. 20 minutes. I know by the end I was getting yeeted. He didn't tell you to turn your head and cough it, did he? No. No. Actually, no, when I went to the doctor, he did actually put, what was it? He pressed fingers on the lymph nodes and then told me to cough because I had a concern. You know, okay, I'm sure everyone here has made this terrible mistake before where you're like, you know what the best thing for me to do right now is to Google my symptoms and see what Google tells me and totally not always be told, that you have one of 2 things. Either you have nothing or you have 2 weeks to live. Exactly. You either have nothing or you have cancer / like the death. No one has figured out a way to cure this. You must quarantine yourself and set yourself on fire so that the sickness dies with you. So yeah, that was one thing that I was worried about, because the lymph nodes that flared for me were to the right of my groin, which I had never had those lymph nodes trigger before, which I don't know why they triggered, but a friend of mine many years ago had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and they had it by having the lymph nodes in their neck start to like swell. So my brain immediately put 2 and 5 together and made 15 and was just like, I'm gonna die. But then the day that I went for the doctor's visit, my anxiety brain passed and I had my post-anxiety clarity of like, oh, it's just my lymph nodes flaring up because I'm sick. Frick. So I went to doctor and I was like, hey, this is what I was concerned about, but I think it's this. And he's like, all right, let's do a quick check. And like 2 minutes later, he's like, yep, it's exactly what you think it is. Like, I am so sorry for wasting your time. And he's just like, drink a lot of water and sleep a lot. I was planning on doing that anyway. Like, good. Get out of my office. Yeah, exactly what you think it is in a good way. Yeah, he puts an arm around my shoulder and he's like, much like Artificer just said, just like, hate to tell you this, bud, but you're right. You have super cancer. Me just like, oh. Or it's terrible, immediate, radioactive cancer. Yeah. It's already radiating itself, and in doing so has supercharged it. It is a cancer that we can't defeat with radiation. And therefore, you're doomed! It's like, oh. Oh, but then obviously you have the doctor that, like, is way too excited about new discoveries. He's like, no, you don't understand. Think about it. You're the first of your kind. Like, you could advance medical science by decades just by existing, whether you live or die. And it's like, I'd prefer to live. The doctor's like, we'll cross that bridge when we burn it. You're like, I'd rather just cross the bridge. Yeah, good news. You get to name it. Excuse me. That's gonna happen a lot, and I apologize. Okay. Time out for a moment. Talk to the gate guy. We need to talk to the quartermaster. We know that the captain isn't here, but we need to talk to the captain. It's a perfect opportunity. Yeah, call it Nestle disease. Take that, Nestle. There's a bunch of different approaches you could take, I suppose. I name it, hey, Mr. Mod. I'll take your mod powers away for such sacrilege. You come into this chat with all fun and games to lower my guard so that you can gut punch me. You son of a gun, you. I missed you, Avatar. Thank you for being here today. I miss having little, how to say it, improv jousts, I guess. You could name it Naruto. Doctor would be like, what? And you'd be like, Naruto disease. Black licorice is worse than any death sick. No! As a Dutch person, I love black licorice. I wish I had some right now because that stuff would make the sickness more tolerable, but I ran out prior to the sickness too, which is the worst part because it's also candy, so it's like, yeah, I wolf those down real fast. Luke just straight up, like, camera pans to Luke's like, all right, doctor, give it to me straight. What do I get? Camera pans over to doctor, like, you have Naruto disease. Pans back to Luke, and he's just holding a box of matches, and one match is already lit. And just having that look of, like, come again? Must have misheard you. I will drop this match. You'll drop it into the little bottle of pure alcohol beside your bed for some reason, and it ignites. And then you're just like, choose your next words carefully, doctor. The doctor goes, it's Naruto disease, and you just shove the bottle over and just set the hospital on fire. I gave you a chance, Doc. You had all the opportunity in the world to lie to me, but you didn't. By now, the whole hospital is burning because of you. It was the diagnosis. You idiot! That wasn't objective, it was subjective. It's a disease. A disease can be renamed. Think, doctor. Think of your oath. So Hunchback of Notre Dame is still very much in my brain all the time. And I take the whole place. Goodbye. I did the right thing here. I mean, it's a goated movie. Why, thank you. I think about it an unreasonable amount of times. I did not. All right, these are the boys and gals and theys who need to be disposed of. We need to kill Callian. Oh no, never mind. Wait. Bounties. Oh, sorry. No. We don't kill Callian. We bring him the heads of people so that he pays us. I wish I could control the coughs. I really do, and I apologize. Oh, also, this is an unimportant thing, but I'm finally getting off my butt and starting to use Mix It Up. So there will hopefully be some fun little things coming in the future. I'm going to be bothering the heck out of Luna D to teach me how in the 9 hex to do it. And I will try to do some neat little things. Better just have the cough remaining. True, just get it out of the system. All right, we gotta get rid of somebody named Rusty Ardure. Herb, congratulations on 3. Booty shaking. One might even call it booty clapping. The clapping's so loud, people are asking you to reduce it to snaps. Herb out here booty clapping away at the club, and everyone's like, sir, this is a poetry reading. Shake it, bake it, booty quake it. Exactly. See, Artificer, you get it. And again, they're just like, sir, this is a poetry reading. We only do snaps here. Again, I also forgot that this game loves to use words like this. Ardgarl. Ardgarl? Ardgarl? How is anyone with dyslexia supposed to possibly know things? And also, Herb, how are you doing, by the way? I hope that you had a great stream the other day. We have a bandit called Silent Cilia. There. That would be the name of my cancer. Silent Cilia. I feel like that's a good one. Then we have Sinarn. Yeah, Sinan the Giant. I'm not looking forward to Sinan the Giant because I feel like his reach would be horrifically terrifying and he will kick our butts. I say our, but I know that it is me whose butt will be getting whooped. And you will simply sit by the sidelines, fully consumed by bypasser bias, and will simply chuckle at my demise, to which, can I really blame you? I cannot. Not even slightly. Oh my god, Luke. Oh, I can only pray. Yeah, like the big guy named Tiny. Or the heavyset guy named Slim. Senan the Giant is actually a very short fella. But he's got a set of pipes on him, you know? He's one of those guys that's like opera singer level, compact into a small form. And you're like, how does he do that? That's crazy. Silk Road, we need to meet merchant. Got the word is silent. Describing the heresies between prior, maybe. Yes, that is the thing that we met or that we found while we were in the asylum or just outside the asylum. And then we need to meet Catherine's maybe husband. I have notes somewhere about that. We need to find the first piece of Excalibur, and we're currently going to go talk to the quartermaster. Okay. We got ourselves more sorted, more oriented. We know what's up. We know what's what. We don't know what's what. We have no idea what. I do want to use that, but I can't. I am starting to like the two-handers, though, so I think that is with the direction that we're going to take. We're going to be swinging that sword, Prince. You know how good that'll do. You know what good that will do for you. That's another thing. I got to play the other two Prince of Persia games in the trilogy. We need to play Warrior Within so that we can listen to Godsmack, and then we need to play Two Thrones to do the complete. All right, and we have that armor that I can't wear, an helmet that I can't wear, that sword that I can't wear. I think the parrying knife actually came from Buckaroo. Wow! Ling, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Excuse me. How was art? I think you were doing art. I tried to peek in, but I was really late for stream already. And hello, Scotty. Heidi ho, friend Areno. Ling, how was your stream? What is with all the raids today? I'm gone for like a week and everyone's just like, get that son of a gun. My wrist decided we were doing a shorter stream because it was tense. Did you not stretch, Ling? I'm redeeming stretch right now. Consider this a stretch redeem. I am pushing that over the table, like, here you go. I think they're happy to see you, Will. That's madness. Why would they do that? Who wastes their time with a man like me? Fools, all of them. Rings. We need to just get access to a place to put all of our stuff. That's what we need. It means we need to go talk to Quarterman. I think is that dude. I hope. I really, really hope. Him? You gonna be okay? Do I need to worry? There we go. I also should put the weapons. You know, seems reasonable to me. Oh. Oh no. Oh, they won't let me actually harvest that. It's classified as stealing. What a shame. What a shame. Also, Ling, if you need to go take care of yourself, please by all means do so. Wait, where'd the guy go? Right? Also, wait. Is this the fabled chest? This the stash? Oh my goodness, we actually have stuff. And thank you very much, Roland. I appreciate that. All right. And finally put stuff away. Armor's nice. Hold on, we endurance and oh damn. Hit chance. Oh, there's the thing we got. Finally inventory. Oh my god, Ling, you've no idea. The suffering. that I have been dealing with. Damn it. Things. Switch from armor relic. We have a lot of potions. Where is all of our weight coming from? It can't be the. And Fox Sound Cut, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If I ever need to read this again, I'll be a little embarrassed. It'll be fire. They don't wait. Here's where all of the weight is coming from. Here we find ourselves at the impasse. Snooze or not to snooze, that is the question. Oh, good call. Everybody, we need to take a quick little 3-minute break if you guys can and are able to. Get up and stretch, grab yourself something, grab yourself something. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. BRB. Thank you so much for your patience. We're back. I need to redo this thing really quickly. Bam. Perfect. Nailed it. Crushed it. Hope everybody was taking the 3 minutes to get up and stretch and get themselves something to eat, grab themselves something to drink. Make sure the guys are taking care of yourselves. I need to do shout out things really quickly since I have an audience and it would be very uncouth of me not to do so. Unfortunately, I don't remember the times at the moment. But tomorrow I'm going to be part of a little collab with Nyla, you understand me and I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing a little collab. I won't be streaming probably. Excuse me. With Hyacinth, Martyr, and Pavlov, I believe, are the 3 that I'm going to be doing a little collab with. So check those nerds out in accordance. And then on Saturday, I'm supposed to be doing art, but I'm also going to be part of a little collab with Lunity, Eccentric Bluebird, and other person whose name I can't remember off the cuff, which is most embarrassing. So there's a chance that I might not be streaming on Saturday because of that, because I'm still recovering from the sick and should not overdo it. Even though I definitely want to overdo it, because I'm like, it's been so long. I want to get back into the swing of things. I want to stream things. And then my body's like, lol, idiot. If that thud came across, that's my body hitting me in the back of the head, telling me that I'm stupid and dumb, full of silly ideas. I'm surprised that Claymore's not. Excuse me. I do want to use that. That seems like a cool weapon. I can't, because I don't have the stats. Well, I also want that one, but I can't. I don't have the stats. I'm gonna throw those in there. Stuff. Call it stuff. We're swimming in material. In doing so, burning, cover health after. Both are pretty sweet. Ocean, that heavy. Always end up learning like, oh, this is heavy. Well, that explains. Like how I have rocks and iron. Those are probably weighing a bit. Am I worried about it? No. Because we'll be doing alchemy with it at some point. We'll find an alchemy table somewhere and start brewing up a storm. Hey Minerva, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that your internet stops being a silly little goober and actually does what it needs to do. Oh yeah. We can also make... Which is not really that amazing of food, but... we can make it. We can make it in bulk. So right, I have a bunch of skill points, stat points, because we've been running around trying to figure out what to do with ourselves, but I don't have those weapons on me. Like a fool. Now I don't know which ones I would be having on me, or if they're even clean. Hold on. Hang on. Hang yourselves on for just a second. Sword, one-handed sword. we not get a two-hander? Oh, it was this spear that was a two-hand. I was so sure that we got access to it. With two-hander. Endurance. This would be. I mean, both of these are. What if we get the 3 decks? Excuse me. Is there a thing that you can do with that potentially, though, Minerva? Like, can you use your phone as a hotspot or something in case of an emergency? Or can you go somewhere that will have an internet connection? I missed an hour. You haven't missed a thing, Dorn. It's been nothing but talking for an hour. I assure you, you have missed nothing. I don't remember what the other thing was. That's where most of my... We have a little bit more health. We have more encumbrant. Wait. Endurance gives... Oh my god. Oh my god. Valuable. Love that. More range damage, that's fine. No noise. Attack speed. 4%. There. At least use that one sword on. And now we have a bunch of skills in here. I'm not good at parrying. Seems to be nationwide. Oh no! Then I feel like you have nothing else, at least have an excuse. Where you can be like, what did you want me to do? There was nothing I could do. School, you're being unreasonable. Cash costs less. To figure out Zoom on my phone. That should be doable. You should be able to do that. I can confirm my right arm is cramping. Leg, I told you to stretch! It's like you don't even listen. Look what you're doing! I did, it didn't help. Mm-hmm. That sounds like something a liar would say. Are you a liarling? Get your eyes stretched. You know what? Good. I'm glad that there are people out there that are like, no. We gotta keep this girl from dying. Because she's out here dying constantly. Speaking of which, ooh. I was hoping that I could play for about 3 hours, but there's a chance I might not be able to. Simply due to, dying. Can suffer together for different reasons. Yeah, I got my frickin' hack up lung shenanigans happening over here. Man. Oh, never mind. This is spirituality. This is pure damage. You like bows. But I promised myself I wouldn't become the stealth archer. Even though it's right here. Here it is. And you right though, Dorn. If everything goes into health, how can you die? Oh, this is not health in the way that I thought it was. It's not health in the sense of it gives you like health regen. No, 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 no. This bad boy right here makes it, yeah. Lower your health. You become more powerful with every one of those. And it's like, oh. Melee damage. Health. Dagger. Per point of your weapon's weight. Oh god, the heavier the weapon, the more damage. Excuse my coughs. Stronger. Swing in. Critical hit chance. Heavy attacks. Reduce stamina. 5% damage. 5% stun. Really wanted to go down the two-handed swingy swings, but I don't really have any good two-handers besides that spear. I really want to use that sword, so I feel like this is actually the weapons of types. No. Though I believe you can technically respec entirely. I have. Who's that bad? Oh, it's 2 points in strength. That increases. I can't technically use it to ballistic. But I could already slap it on the old weapon there. I am very dangerous. I have 2 swords, which makes me more dangerous. Alright, regardless, I gotta find the quartermaster. That's the aim, name, game. Is he must be one of these houses? He's certainly not here. Though, oh my. Look at all this lootable material. Oopsie daisy, stole everything. No, I'll be nice. Fires a key. Is it just that it's nighttime? Do I just need to go find a little nappy nap? Do I need to go and hunt for a bed? Hey, the kitchen. Well, don't mind if I do. Hello. I'm here to help with the frickin' kudos to the individual who's making anything out of this. You got fish, a couple eggs. How many armies are you frickin'? All this lootable material. Look, sometimes don't forget we found that boy. We found, where is he? We're gonna look for him. There it is. Don't forget we found it. Quick reminder, this existed. Do not forget. There were lewd materials in this game. Can't shame me, chat. I'm too dumb to. But this is in ill repair. I just got one guy just going around like cleaning up the rubble. Maybe doing some repairs? Goodness gracious me. Also a place somewhere where I was allowed to hang my head and have a nap. Probably the. You got anything to say? Fuck. Got nothing to say to me. Too busy trying to make sure his pathing works properly. Oh, let's get up there. What's up, my dude? Hello, Navek. How are you? I hope that you're doing well. I am once again not allowed to steal anything within the boxes. As lame as that is. Hope that you are well, Navek. Could use some action. Keeper Dan. Being a dangerous boy. Though I will be talking to you in a moment once I scoured this area for. Oh, a little bit. Alright. Don't mind his mind. Fear of heights kid. Second there. Wait. You don't complain about me taking the random sword? This stuff I'm just about. No, not that one though. That one's illegal. Everything else though, free game. Also talk toable. Multiple keepers. Talk to the first keeper first. We ran into him first after all. It's the only reasonable thing to do. Hello.
Are you here to keep me company or put me out of my misery?
What does that even mean?
Just kidding. Love the view, but this weather is killing me.
It's so windy.
Always windy. Always moist. You don't say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers. Whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay. And maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please.
But your clothes though, you idiot.
Oh, aye. I need a warm coat. And I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days. Oh, come on. Can't you see I'm freezing? Who in their right mind orders someone with bad joints to patrol the walls in this kind of weather, eh? Thanks. I'll be right here, freezing my arse off.
Good. I'm glad you're cold. Like the game a bit quiet now all of a sudden. Oh. Volume. Alright, maybe I'm just crazy. Or maybe that guy was just quiet. Let's talk to this.
Hey, tell me, can you read? Listen, I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her. They always make fun of me for not knowing how to read. And Enid is still learning. I don't want them to make stupid jokes about her if it's bad.
Yeah, you know what? Reasonable.
Our village is in the arse end of nowhere, but it's not our fault no one ever gave a shit about it. At least now things are changing. Maybe my sister will have a better future, eh? Thanks. Here's the letter.
Read, brother, it ain't good news. Sorry. The priest came, they wanted to take Mum and some other folks because of the plague. Our dad and some other men did not agree with that. There was fight. Father got killed. I take care of Mum. She feels more and more weak. We don't know if she'll come back or not. It's hard, but she asked me to send her love and tell you to keep going and do good things because that's the most important thing. It's me, Enid. I'm praying for you. Well.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy? No, you must have misunderstood something. What do I do now? I don't know. I
Keep
don't know
doing
what
good
to do.
things, like the letter
I
said.
should go back to him, right? I guess. I guess that's true.
It's a little
Yes.
fool.
Excuse me. I need to be alone.
You big dumb. Thanks for the letter, though. I'm gonna keep that. I don't understand why they're letting me take this stuff. For some reason. Excuse me. All the other stuff is like, no, not that. This stuff, sure. That stuff,
What do you think of scale armor? Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the keepers wear.
practicality 100%.
Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Someone just needs to stab you between the scales and you're done for. The melee armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through with a polearm or getting shot with a bow. It's also much more comfortable.
Armor.
I read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac, Arden's Shadowblade describes the differences between various types of armour. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement, but it's heavy. It also provides poor protection against blunt weapons, and its production is laborious.
I mean, true, chainmail is not a quick thing. But you can counteract some of the poor protection against blunt weapons adding. Hence why a lot of armors use layers in order to protect yourself. Hello, Spencer, how are you? I hope that you're doing well.
Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armour. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques, and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I would love to meet him one day. No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I know what it would be like to wear different armour.
Oh, would you? That's crazy.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've never made one. I'm not an armourer. But I've read so much about it that I'm sure it won't be a problem. Here's the page from the Armourer's Almanac that explains the process.
There's a reason the gambeson is considered the bare minimum of armor. Absolutely, Charles. And then you just put stuff on top of it. I don't know how. That made me go, can never have too many layers. And then remember people dressing up in so many layers, they look like snowballs. Yeah, but Ling, a crossbow bolt can't get to you if you look like a snowball because you have that many layers. The same with a sword or a hammer. You're completely padded. Well, besides your face. If they put an arrow in your face, you're dead skis. Or a sword. Or a hammer. But if they hit you in the body, you're good to go. Into a why a volcano Ling? Go stretch.
I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely go outside the walls nowadays. Then the quartermaster added that if I don't like our equipment, He could send me out scouting in just my underwear.
They can't fight back with the layers messing with their motion. I mean, true. I mean, that's part of the problem, right? You have to find the balance between protection and mobility. Dozing off usually means time for bed. No worries at all, Luke. Thank you so much for stopping by, my dude. Please have yourself a good night. Cheers.
Perhaps you're right. But if somebody ever stabs me under the scales, I'll go straight to the quartermaster and give him an earful.
If you survive. Let's see. The Armorer's Almanac, Volume 4. Authored by Arden Shadowblade. I designed my Lamellar armor based on the illustrations, page 38 of Murfines? Yeah, Murfines? The Great War. Likely from the late 3rd or the 4th century. The original, the depicts Camelot's infantry wearing This word is gonna kill me. Plates bound with leather straps. I place the leather with steel, prioritizing the armor passed a shooting test. 5 bolts fired, steps, only 2 partially penetrated. While some might criticize steel's tempering, crossbow's tension, results still validate the armor strength. 9 offers excellent mobility, likely even better in its original form. It surpasses scale armor in protection against upward strikes. Is faster to produce than chainmail plate. But best of all, it looks fantastic. What's always been the hardest part of armor has been the neck. I mean, yeah, you gotta protect that very vital, important slab of meat that connects our head to the rest of our body. Oh, I actually learned the recipe. Cool. I can make this cool, quote-unquote, armor. Misread protection is Ling, are you okay? You need to sit down. Do you need a second? I feel like you're having a day today. I'm dyslexic. I feel that also. Jesus. Look at this statue.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable. But it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Boo! Fire. Question marks. Encia, how are you? I need to work on a few things, but we're looking. No worries. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. I think I need. Oh. Hello, rival. How are you? Rose did you have to kill for that sick drip? None. They offered them to me willingly. I simply stated Gib. They were like, okay, Okay, well, they didn't say K, they more said caw. But, you know, close. Yeah, that was bad. I'm walking away. Good luck, be brave. Dorn, excuse my coughs. Woo! Looks like it is only probably gonna be power one. R.I.P. Thought I could talk more, but seems that the lungs have decided otherwise. It feels so arbitrary between which ones I am allowed to loot and which ones I'm not. Very like this one you can. Okay. He doesn't want to talk to me. He is not down with that social. Point of this. To hide? You mean, lungs, are you doing better than the last times? Oh, I was really sick for a week. And, I'm on the mend. Just not at 100%. But I got tired of not streaming, so I'm streaming. Because I will not be held down. I will cause a ruckus if I need to. But yes, I am doing better, don't worry. Just not quite at 100%. Art! Yeah, wait. No, we definitely don't.
You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage. Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from...
You're good, NCR.
Well,
go do your thing.
Everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Just another peaceful moment.
Oh, hi, Minerva. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, so I'm supposed to talk to you. No. We gotta do the thing. Hi.
Boy, friend, the question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting.
Hello, Lunity.
It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
And thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Of course, I just hydrated. As the sleepy one recovering, hopefully recovering well soon. Pardon the cough. Welcome back to streaming. It won't be a long stream, unfortunately, much as I wish it to.
Not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
Oh, he's a gossip. Oh, I like this guy. He's a gossip. Teach me all your things.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you. Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
He's smart. He's a clever boy.
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Fergus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink. Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here... it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
Seems like the world is in quite at least this part of the world is in quite the disarray.
Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories. Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too. That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
So a lot of stuff is happening really rapidly.
I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
One of our boys had a little tumble and nobody was hurt. Other than the world ending, that seems pretty cool.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall. Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
You're gonna tell me what it was?
Well,
He was right. I am old, but inefficient, stung a little bit. After all, I did my job well, and his sword is as sharp as Excalibur itself. Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Of course. I have to do it. I have to make the stuff. So be it. Oh, there's a prop. Need a lot of strength to be able to actually use it. Flame resin. Light shield. Huh. We got lots. We could just buy all of these and learn how to make a bunch of... That sounds pretty cool. That could just... How to Forge Iron Without Making a Fool of Yourself, Volume 2. Oh my god, it's iron forging for dummies. A spear seems like a simple thing, a stick with a point at the end. But if you think all it takes is strapping a bit of metal to a pole, you got no business being a smith. The spearhead does all the work, so it needs to be forged. Too thin and it will bend on the first hit. Too thick and it won't pierce where it needs to. Tempered it wrong and it will snap or go blunt. Sharp matters too. A broad head cuts better. A narrow one drives deep. Some even have barbs to make pulling them out harder. But that's a lesson. And if you're thinking of making a shield, learn to forge the fittings first. The iron that keeps the wood from falling apart. Just don't go overboard. Make the metal too heavy, and the warrior doesn't need an enemy. He'll be fighting his own shield. Oh, and here was the first volume. Well, that's embarrassing. How to Forge Iron Without Making Yourself Look Like a Fool, Volume 1. An axe is an axe, and a war axe is a war axe. Don't get them mixed up. One's for wood, one's for people. Axe needs to cut clean, so the grain doesn't split the wrong way. The war axe needs to hit hard, sink under the ribs, and not get stuck on the first bit of chainmail. How do you make one? You need good steel, the kind that won't crack from a weak swing. Shape it under the hammer, temper it in fire, fix it tight to the handle. Because what good is a blade if it flings out of your hands? Axe should be light enough that your arm doesn't tire. War axe, on the other, it's the heft that does. And if you can't forge a sharp edge yet, start with a mace. No need to worry about cutting edges, hardening, or sharpening. Mace is just a solid chunk of iron. Just make sure the weight is balanced. Pull to one. Like how this is, yeah, this is what I mean, Ling. It's literally just blacksmithing for dummies. I enjoy that. Adventures of the Swan Knight. And this is how we make the knight's outfit. The Swan Knight stirs, consciousness returning to as he surveys the grim scene. His loyal steed lays lifeless nearby, golden mane matted with blood, eyes wide. Rising to his feet, the knight declares, "My steed has fallen, my shield shattered, my armor torn. So long as my sword can be raised, I shall not falter." A blood-curdling, inhuman war cry pierces the forest. The sound chills the air, testing even the bravest heart. The Pix, thinks the Swan Knight, found me. Shadows, savages charge, their spears poised to strike. The knight stands firm, unyielding. The first Pict lunges, spear aimed at the knight's heart. Deflects the blow with his blade, then strikes true, felling his foe immediately. The second he impales through the chest and lung, the blade merging scarlet from the savage's back. Bird hides behind. But a mighty swing shatters it and splits the warrior's skull, ending the skirmish in a shower of splinters. Well. Art of Making Arrows, Volume 1. Aim Bowman the Fifth. It's absurd, but the Guide of Journeymans insist I write this for their, quote, systematized knowledge. Arrows are made, not written about. Still, here it is, the grand textbook of an iron arrow. Since I'm wasting my time with parchment, let me stress the importance of proper fletching. Correctly sized feathers increase speed, reduce air resistance, and boost penetration, which is essential for a deadlier shot. Heavier arrows require more abundant fletching. Take it from me, turkey feathers are perfect for any arrow. We've learned so many things now. Look at them all. Knight's breastplate actually is really good. The knight's armor just seemed pretty decent in general, quite frankly.
Always good to have a little rest.
Is it now? Use your equipment? Is that allowed? Oh, there's the knight's armor. Oh, it needs strength and endurance, because of course it does. Very good armor. But it's very heavy. And we could craft a weaker axe. We can only create weak. Craft a corpse eater's cap. Gives us more. Or a corpse eater's cap. Gives us more. Corpse eater's rag. A 50% chance that we just craft nothing. It's just gonna be garbage. Oh, what fun it is. We can literally just turn them into new arrows. Okay, so gathering your broken arrows is actually valuable. I didn't realize it'd be that valuable. And it gave us an opportunity to get a little bit of crafting. I didn't realize we could upgrade our armor. There he is. We could boost him to have more damage. And it would just require us to do some copper. It also requires us to do a little bit of moolah there, but, you know. We could have a dull broadsword +1. Not worth it, but still. We can upgrade them also. Okay. Spear was the two-hander. Alright, so we now have access to being able to do some crafting. Pretty freaking cool. I love crafting in games, unfortunately, so that is bad for me. I'll be like, something gonna work for me.
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle.
Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Absolutely, teach me things.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions.
Okay.
But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Oh, well look at that. Things that I can already craft. That's good. Huh. Gotta do that. Alright. We're gonna test that. We're gonna test. Game. Need to do some tests. We need to figure things out. First we need to go here. Here, boop, boop, boop specifically. And then technically I also need to put some points in there. But what's the fun in that? Technically, we can't make weak items.
What a nice day.
It's such a nice day, isn't it? All right, there we go. So we cannot produce weak weapons, which is nice. It's pretty nice. Now specific. Note. Corpse rags and a corpse cap. Which immediately gets us to crafting level 12, which is pretty cool. Boink and boink. Perfect. We're zooming. So we're zooming in the sense of that one, I accidentally dashed backwards, and two, we're gonna snooze for a second. Let's see what this boy has.
Well now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work and you didn't skimp on the details. You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
Deviously. Festering armor. What does that? Ooh. Ooh, and there's that freaking armor. What a buddy wanted. But we don't have enough leather. That's a problem. As much as I don't want to, I I want to go for another. But I know that my freaking lungs are not going to be happy with me if I do. Unfortunately, we're only going to do a quick 2-hour stream today. It's short. I'm sad about it, but, you know, health comes first and all that. That gross thought process. So what I think we're gonna is we're gonna Olive. That's who we're gonna raid. Gonna raid Olive. It's fine. I appreciate that, Artificer. All right, everybody, we're gonna head on over to Psych Olive. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. It was very nice to just be able to go. It was just able to go, Thanks for stream. Look after yourself. I shall. I'm going to have a big mug of tea and a bowl of soup when stream is done. And probably do some writing. Because writing doesn't take that much. Doesn't take that much work. But anyway, everybody, let's do that outro that I haven't been able to do in like a week and a half. So, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night. If you are subscribed, please use the top rated message. If you're not subscribed, please use the bottom rated message. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it have to be for you, hope that you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Psych Olives, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, I don't know if I'm streaming or not, but I will see you guys tomorrow and on Saturday. Hopefully, at the allotted times, I will make announcements on the Discord in accordance. I will see you guys then, and if not, have yourself a great weekend, and I will see you guys the next time. See you. Bye for now.